Very good evening, students. Good evening, everyone. Any volunteer, please confirm about the voice and the video. Very good evening, Shivangi, Kanchan. Very good evening. Thank you, Shivangi, for confirming that. On that note, let's begin with this class. So, first of all, I welcome each one of you to my class on the MCQ test of Muslim law. Let's start with my brief introduction first. In case if you don't know my name, it's Sandeep Khatri. These are my areas of specialization, as you can see on the screen: the constitutional law, criminal law, commercial law, family law, jurisprudence, and law of torts. Students, I have also shared the link of my profile. So make sure you follow that to get all the updates about my special classes and my plus courses on Unacademy app. Here is the link of my Telegram channel where you can connect with me and ask questions related to your judicial preparation. At last, I have mentioned my code Khatri10, which you can use to get free access of all the special classes available on Unacademy. So this was about me. I request everyone, please be attentive, and this is going to be an interactive session. So today we are going to solve some MCQs from Muslim law. Okay. Before starting the test, one humble request: please do write the question number before your answer. So for example, if you are answering to the question number 1, first write down the numeric 1 and then whatever your answer is, A, B, C or D. Now here comes the question on your screen. After divorce, a Muslim woman can validly remarry. Choose the most appropriate option. Very good evening, Pratyush, Bhumika, Parepu. Very good evening, and everyone, those of you who have just joined. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Bhumika, Pratyush, and Kanchan. And everyone's answer is correct. That is B. Yes, a Muslim woman can remarry, but only after observing Iddat period. In short, a Muslim woman have to go through with the Iddat period, even in case of the divorce and in the case of death as well. Okay, so in both the cases. Moving towards the next question. When in Muslim marriage, meher is unspecified, the wife is entitled to get. Choose the most appropriate option. Students, please make it a note that while studying Muslim law, you need to remember both the English terms and these Urdu terms as well. Okay. Very good evening, Kanika, Amit. Okay. Just a second. I'm confirming the answer. I think B is not the correct answer. Okay, the question was if meher is unspecified. Students, C is the correct answer. Unspecified meher will be called as meher I misal. So C is the correct answer. Okay, everyone, please do correct your answer. B is not the correct one. C is the correct answer. We are talking about unspecified. Okay, these both are the in the cases of specified one. Next. A Muslim is prohibited to have 2 wives at a time if these two wives are related to each other by consanguinity, affinity, and fosterage, or all of the above. Namaste, Ladli. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Pratyush, Ladli, and Kanchan. And everyone's answer is correct. That is D. Kanika, please do correct your answer. Consanguinity, affinity, and fosterage. If the wives are related with any one of them, the Muslim is not allowed to have the second marriage. Okay, ji. So the correct answer is all of the above. Okay. Consanguinity is because of the blood relationship, affinity is because of the marriage relationship, and fosterage is because of the foster mother. In Muslim law, when husband and wife both desire separation, the transaction is known as. So this is kind of basically situation of mutual divorce. So is there any term that has been given here? Top 3 students to answer correctly: Kanika, Nawab, and Pratyush. Bhumika, please do correct your answer. Mubarat is the correct answer. A. Okay. The provisions of the Dissolution of Muslim Marriage Act 1939 give right of judicial divorce to husband only, wife only, both husband and wife, none of the above. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Nawab, followed by Ladli and Kanchan. And everyone's answer is correct, that is B. Students, Muslim law is less codified in comparison to Hindu law. Okay. As far as your exams are concerned, one of the most important act is Dissolution of Muslim Marriage Act. And the overall objective of Dissolution of Muslim Marriage Act was to give some grounds for divorce to the wife. Because as far as the personal law is concerned, the uncodified version, there are already many options available to husband. So the Dissolution of Muslim Marriage Act came to give the grounds to wife only. So B is the correct answer. What is dower? Dower is choose the most appropriate option, a mark of respect to the wife, a consideration to the marriage. I hope everyone knows that when it comes to Muslim marriage, it is a contract, right? So a consideration to the marriage, all essential incidents of marriage, all of the above. Choose the most appropriate option. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Kanika, Shivangi, and Pratyush. D is the correct answer. Bhumika, Nawab, please do correct your answer. Okay. Bhumika and Kanchan as well. See, you have marked only B. No, B is also there, but all these 3 points are basically the condition is all of the above. Okay. Now, let me tell you one additional point in addition to this concept, students. When it comes to Muslim marriage, the general answer is yes, it is a contract. But let me tell you this as well. There are certain points that explains that even Muslim marriage may fall under, there are importance of ceremonies. But yes, if you have to choose one, the Muslim marriage will fall under the category of contract marriage. Similarly, when it comes to Hindu marriage, first answer is the Hindu marriage is sacrament. But still, Hindu marriage also has some features which, confirms that it has also some features of the contract as well. Okay. Next one. A marriage of Muslim with a woman prohibited by the reason of affinity shall be. So, if a Muslim got married with a woman in case of affinity, what is going to be the status of that marriage? Irregular, void, valid, none of the above. Top three students to answer correctly: Pratyush, followed by Nawab and Ladli. And I guess everyone's answer is correct. That is B. That is going to be considered as a void marriage in Muslim law. The acknowledger must be at least dash years older than the person acknowledged. So, Muslim law has a concept of acknowledgement. There is no such concept in Hindu law, but in Muslim law, yes, we do have. Okay. Similarly, in Muslim law, there is no concept of adoption, but in Hindu law, there is. Okay. Now, coming to this particular question, when it comes to acknowledgement, so what is the minimum age requirement? Okay, so must be at least. Whosoever is acknowledging, that must be at least. Do I need to reconfirm this? I don't think so. Okay. Top three students to answer correctly: Ladli, followed by Kanika and Shivangi. Students, C is the correct answer. That is 12.5. That is 12.5. Okay. So C is the correct answer. Next. Sarla Mudgil versus Union of India. Choose the most appropriate option. Top three students to answer correctly: Pratyush, followed by Kanika and Bhumika. D is the correct answer. Ladli and Nawab, please do correct your answer. Students, I recommend you to please go through with this case in detail as well. You should know all the facts of the case, what was the issue that has been raised, then what was the judgment and the reasons attached to that. It's a landmark judgment, okay? And the answer was religion is not for personal benefit, okay? So let me tell you the conclusion of this landmark judgment. The thing was that when it comes to Hindu law, as per to section 5 clause 1 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955, it says that it supports monogamy, one husband, one wife, right? But when it comes to Muslim law, you can have 4 wives at a time. Now, in that situation, if a Hindu converts to Muslim religion only just to take benefit of this concept, then he will not be allowed to do that, because he will not be considered as a Muslim. So you cannot use religion for your personal benefit. So D is the correct answer. Next one. Who is a Muslim? Like, when it comes to Hindu law, we read who is Hindu, right? So the term has also been defined in all the 4 acts, but the term Muslim has not been defined. It is uncodified law. So who is a Muslim? One who believes in Prophet, one who believes there is only one God. Prophet Muhammad is the the Prophet Muhammad was the messenger of the God. Okay, there is a mistake. It was not message, messenger of the God. Okay, so it's a spelling mistake. Maybe because of autocorrect. Okay, yes, please. Top 3 students to answer correctly. Ladli followed by Kanika and Pratyush. Everyone's answer is correct. That is D. D is the correct answer. Chaos has been introduced by. Who introduced the concept of chaos? So students, C is the correct answer. That is Abu Hanifa. Chaos has been introduced by Abu Hanifa. C is the correct answer. Kanika, Pratyush and Ladli. Top 3 students to answer correctly. Which of the following is correct? Nikah is not a civil contract. Nikah is dissoluble. Payment of dower is not necessary. Wife gives dower to husband. Can anyone answer in the comments why D is not the correct statement? Wife gives dower to the husband. Because it's the husband who gives the dower to the wife. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Kanika, Pratyush, and Mohit. Top 3 students to answer correctly. Which of the following is incorrect in relation to nikah? Nikah requires izab. Nikah contract may be set aside by minor on attaining the age of puberty. Free consent of wife does not matter for nikah. C is the correct answer, students. When it comes to nikah, wife consent completely matter and she require free consent. Okay, so C is the correct answer. Top 3 students to answer correctly. Kanika, Mohit and Pratyush. Okay ji. A Muslim marriage takes place between Shia male and Sunni male. What is going to be the status of that marriage? A Muslim marriage takes place Top 3 students to answer correctly. Ladli, Shruti and Ayush. Students, A is the correct answer. Okay. That is Sahi. A Muslim marriage takes place between Shia male and Jew female under Shia law. Now, what is going to be the status of that marriage? I can recall I have given you a chart in relation to these kind of questions. Yes. That makes it very, very easy. I'm repeating myself. A Muslim marriage takes place between Shia male and Jew female under Shia law. So, what is going to be the status of that marriage? Top 3 students to answer correctly. Satish, Ladli and Vaibhav. B is the correct answer. दोनों मेल कहां पर है यहां पे? शिया मेल है एंड ज्यू फीमेल है. आई होप द क्वेश्चन इज क्लियर. शिया मेल है और ज्यू फीमेल है, तो दोनों मेल कैसे हुए यहां पे? और अंडर शिया लॉ आपसे पूछा है, सो द आंसर इज गोइंग टू बी बातिल. ठीक है जी. वाइड मैरिज. ओके 14 में. Okay. So in that case, a Muslim marriage takes place between Shia male and Sunni male. So that is basically a mistake, students. It's a female. Okay, it's a female. Done. Chaliye. And the answer is going to be then Sahi. Because see, the purpose of these kind of question was कि when it comes to the status of marriage between Muslim and non-Muslim. But when it comes to if one is Shia and one is Sunni, then it is not going to impact the status of the marriage because at the end of the day, both are Muslims. Okay. So this is basically female. Okay. Next one. A muta marriage takes place between Shia male and Jew female under Shia law. I got it, Pratyush. Thank you, everyone, for pointing that out. Muta marriage, students answer this one first. Muta marriage is recognized under Shia law or Sunni law? Answer in the comments. Muta marriage is recognized under Shia law or Sunni law or both. I'm giving you three options. Kanika, correct answer, Shia law only. Alex, please do correct your answer. It's not allowed in Sunni. Muta marriage is allowed only in Shia law. Okay, ji? So this is going to be Sahi. A is the correct answer. What are the kinds of marriage in Muslim law? Top 3 students to answer correctly, and that is D. Correct answer. These all are the kinds of marriages available in Muslim law: valid, void, and irregular. Sahi, batil, and fasid. If a Muslim husband has falsely charged his wife with adultery, the process of retract is called. This will be called zihar, lian, ila, none of the above. So the correct answer is that is lian in Islam. ठीक है जी? So B is the correct answer. Kanika, please do correct your answer. Satish, Nawab, and Shruti, correct answer. B. And after that, the wife got the right to give the divorce to the Muslim husband. On the ground of fosterage, a Muslim marriage is if there are two people who are related because of fosterage, then foster mother, then their Muslim marriage is batil, sahi, fasid, or muta. Shruti and Satish, correct answer. Their marriage is going to be treated as batil marriage, which is void marriage. Who is the legal guardian of a Muslim minor female is? Who is the legal guardian? And by the term legal guardian here means the natural guardian of a Muslim minor female is. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Nawab, Satish, and Kanika. And everyone's answer is correct. That is A, father. Talaq ul biddat is. Choose the most appropriate option. It's complete and irrevocable divorce, incomplete and irrevocable divorce, complete and revocable divorce. None of the above. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Nawab, Ledley, and Kanika, and everyone's answer is correct. Just a second. Marriage in Muslim law. I think one of the easiest one you can expect. Students, when it comes to in PT examination, okay, Satish, please listen carefully. When it comes to in your PT examination, and the question is marriage in Muslim law is, the answer is going to be it's a civil contract. But if the same question is in your mains examination or in your interview examination, then you will write it's a civil contract, but it has some features of sacrament as well. Okay, but your primarily it is going to be a civil contract. Then in your mains and in your interview, you can write some points to support your answer that it has sacrament as well. But primarily the answer is going to be a civil contract. What is the age of puberty for a Muslim marriage? Students, the correct answer is 15 years. Okay, ji. As per to Muslim law, the age of puberty is 15 years. According to Sunni law, the chief sources of Muslim law are, choose the most appropriate option. The chief sources, basically the most important sources of Muslim law. Ladley, answer to your question, yes, Muslim marriage has some points of sacrament as well. But if you have to choose one, especially when it comes to your PT examination, in your PT examination, you cannot explain your answer. You have to choose one. It's a contract or a sacrament. Then you will go for the contract. Okay, but when if you need to explain it when it comes to your mains examination or in your interview, then you can say that it has some points of sacrament as well. But primarily, yes, it is without any doubt contract only. Okay, so B is the correct answer, that is Quran, Hadith, Ijma, and Qiyas. This same question can be asked like this as well, like what are the primary sources? So basically the Quran, the ancient sources, Hadith, Ijma, and Qiyas. So B is the correct answer. Next. A Muslim woman need not to observe iddat in which of the following? Top 3 students to answer correctly. Pratyush and Sashi. D is the correct answer. When it comes to muta marriage, irregular marriage, or valid marriage, in all these cases, the woman need to go through with the iddat period. So D is the correct answer. Muslim law applies to. Choose the most appropriate option. Muslim law is a personal law, so that will be applicable to. Like when it comes to Hindu law, as far as the application is concerned, the Hindu law will apply to Buddhist, Jain, and Sikh as well. So, as far as Muslim law is concerned, top 3 students to answer correctly: Nawab, Kanika, and Shruti. Yes, everyone's answer is correct. That is C. All the persons who are Muslim either by birth when it comes to, both the parents are Muslims, the child is going to be Muslim, or by conversion. As you know, Article 25 of the Constitution of India, that gives you the freedom to choose your religion. So you make, if you are converting yourself, then also the personal law will be applicable to you. But mind it, if you are converting just to take some benefits out of the religion, then there is a landmark judgment of Sarlamudkar. Next one. The condition of tuhar is not applicable if the condition of tuhar. So this question is from the divorce part, the talaq part. The condition of tuhar is not applicable if top 3 students to answer correctly: Ladli, Kanika, and Shruti, and everyone's answer is correct. That is C, both in the cases of A and B. If the wife and husband are already living separately, then she don't need to go with the condition of tuhar. And if the wife is beyond the period of menstruation, then also. If the husband dies during iddat in a revocable divorce, is it necessary to observe the iddat for death? So basically, iddat period was already going on and the husband died. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Kanika, Nawab, and Ladli. A is the correct answer. The amount of dower may be increased after the nikah. Choose the most appropriate option. So once the amount of dower has been finalized before the marriage, so can you increase that after the nikah? Top 3 students to answer correctly. Nawab. Okay, Nawab only. Yes. Students, see, the general answer of this question is that you cannot increase it, but yes, there is one exception. If the husband has given the consent, you may. So C is going to be the most appropriate answer out of all of those. Okay. If suppose there is no consent of husband, the option has been given, then the answer is going to be no. Okay. So the general answer is you cannot increase it. But there is one exception. If the husband has given the consent, okay, I am completely okay with the increased amount, then you can surely go with the higher amount. So the correct answer is going to be C. What is the importance of the concept of dower? Top 3 students to answer correctly: Ladli, Kanika, and Shruti. Everyone's answer is correct. Nawab, please do correct your answer. That when it comes to the concept of dower, it gives financial help to wife, yes, but it also works as consideration for marriage. You know, when you write the concept that yes, Muslim marriage is a contract, one of the reason is because of the dower, as it works as a consideration. And yes, you know, usually the reason behind that why wife wants the higher amount of dower, the reason is ki the moment the husband is going to enter into the next marriage, so she can demand the amount of dower, and if the husband cannot afford it, so he will not enter into the second marriage. So yes, it indirectly restrict the husband to enter into second marriage. So all of the above is the correct answer. What is the minimum dower for Hanafis? Top 3 students to answer correctly: Kanika, Shruti, and Ladli. Yes, A is the correct answer. That is 10 dirham. Okay, is there any maximum limit? Is there any maximum limit for dar? Anyone in the comments? Kanika, correct answer. There is no maximum limit. That is completely on the on the parties, and especially for the status of the parties. Okay, it may be in lakhs or crores as the party wants. Which of the following is correct in relation to dar? If the wife died before demanding dar, her legal heirs are entitled to claim. If she died before demanding the dar, so can the legal heirs entitled to claim? If dar not paid in case of prompt dower, the wife has all the rights to refuse conjugal rights. So we are talking about RCR here. Okay, the restitution of conjugal rights. Both, none of the above. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Ladli, Sashi, and Kanika. And I can see everyone's answer is correct. Nawab, please do correct yourself. Even the legal heirs can claim the dower. Okay? Done. So both the statements are correct. C. Kurabbat means Top 3 students to answer correctly: Kanika, followed by Saurav. Okay, only 2 students have answered this correctly. See, this is basically fosterage. This is affinity, and this is consanguinity. And consanguinity is also known as kurabbat. Musharrat. Same options, the concept has been changed. Musharrat. Ocean, first one to answer correctly, followed by Kanika and Ladley. Yes, B is the correct answer. That is relationship through marriage, which is basically affinity in English, and musharrat. Riza. There is only one left, by the way. We are already done with relationship through marriage and blood relationship, so we left with only one. Yes, correct answer, Saurav, Pratyush and Shashi. So we are left with only fosterage one. That means Riza as well. If marriage not consummated in case of dissolution of marriage by divorce, choose the most appropriate option. If marriage has not been consummated in case of dissolution of marriage by divorce, if you know the objective of iddat, you can easily answer this question. Okay. Students, first I am explaining the question. After that, I'll tell you the concept and then the reason and finally the answer. Okay. Now listen carefully. See, the thing is, the meaning of this question is, if there is no sexual intercourse, that if that has not taken place and the marriage has been dissolved, and because of divorce, not by the death, in that case, whether the iddat period is required or not. Now coming to the concept says, what is the objective of iddat period? So there is no conflict between the paternity of the child, okay, and that is the objective. If there is no consummation, then obviously there is no conflict, and if there cannot be any conflict on paternity, and in that situation, that is why iddat period is not required here. Okay. But if that was death, then obviously the wife, irrespective of the fact, the wife have to go through with the iddat period. So the correct answer is B. Iddat is not required. Next. If marriage is consummated in case of dissolution of marriage by divorce, and the woman is subjected to menstruation, then choose the most appropriate period. Top 3 students to answer correctly. Saurav, Ocean, and Varun. Okay. So that is going to be iddat for 3 monthly course, because she is subjected to menstruation. So A is the correct answer. Now coming to the same question, but if she is not subjected to menstruation. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Pratyush, Saurav, and Ledley. And everyone's answer is correct. Because now there is no monthly course, so the correct answer is Iddat for 3 lunar months. In case of dissolution of marriage by death of husband, in case of death, the consummation will not make any difference. Okay. Top 3 students to answer correctly: Pratyush, Shruti, and Nawab. And everyone's answer is correct. That is D, Iddat for 4 months and 10 days. If there is a marriage between Muslim male and Muslim female, okay, Shia, the female is Shia, so under Sunni law, the status of that marriage is, we are already done with this question. Going to the next one. If there is a marriage between Muslim male and Hindu female under Sunni law, the status of that marriage is, top 3 students to answer correctly: Saurav, Varun, and Kanika. Students, irregular is the correct answer. If there is a marriage between Muslim female and Kitabiya male under Sunni law, the status of that marriage, it's easy to learn as well when it comes to, if there is a Muslim female, and if the male is not Muslim, whether it is Kitabiya, non-Muslim, Hindu, or anyone, the answer is going to remain the same, and that is white. Okay, so B is the correct answer. If there is a marriage between Muslim female and Hindu male under Shia law, now what about the status of Shia law? The rule which I told you just in the previous question, that will remain the same for both Shia and Sunni. If there is a Muslim female and if she is not getting married with a Muslim, the status is going to be the same. That will not be a valid or irregular marriage. The status is going to be void marriage. So B is the correct answer. Okay. Witnesses under Sunni law. How many witnesses do you need in case of a marriage under Sunni law? Top 3 students to answer correctly: Saurav, Kanika, and Nawab. Everyone's answer is correct. That is A. Muhammad Yusuf, please do correct your answer. You need either two male witnesses or one male and two females. मतलब either in this category or this category under Sunni law. Okay जी. What do you call the divorce which is taking place at the request of wife is called? Top three students to answer correctly. Kanika, Oshin, and Shruti. And everyone's answer is correct. That is D. We call that Khula. Okay, ji. So these were the questions. Now, anything you are not clear with, you may ask. So this is the link of my profile, my Telegram channel, and this is my code. Students, I have one important information to share with you, that you can crack your PCS J exam with Unacademy, and there are price drops which are going on in the judicial subscription. So if you subscribe for 12 months or 6 months course, so you can save this much. Okay. So the discounted price, you can save 10,700 on 12 months and 14,000 on 6 months. You are welcome, Shashi, Kanika, Shruti, and Ladli. Students, I have some surprises as well. Some more surprises as well in relation to your UP Judiciary examination. I'm going to take some mock test, which is going to be questions from the paper 1, that is from the GK part as well, and from your law part as well. Okay, so soon that series is also going to start, because you can expect the exam anytime. You can expect the notification anytime. The PT examination, I hope, will take place somewhere around Jan or Feb. Okay, so you can expect the notification if you are preparing for UP Judiciary. Done. Now, anything else? So this is the Judiciary Test Series calendar for November 2022. This is the batches which has been recently started. This is the result from the Unacademy students for Rajasthan Judicial Services exam. These are the features of Unacademy Iconic. There is a live doubt solving class, one-on-one live mentorship, focused test series, all the benefits of Plus, and mock interview videos. This is the YouTube and the Telegram channel of Unacademy. And that's it from my end. See you in my next class. Till then, yes, it's time to say peace.